This segment of adding value is a strategy I call having empathy for others. So, what does that mean, having empathy for others? Well, there are many circumstances that happen during the day. Let's just say you had an appointment with somebody, and for some reason they did not show up, and for some reason they did not respect your time and they did not call. Well, the very normal reaction would be to say that person is disrespectful, or that person's a flake, or that person is a jerk, or that figures, and just kind of blame them for not showing up. And that's, like I said, that's normal, that's fine. But what if you were to have empathy for them, for that very moment when you're feeling disgusted with them? And you say to yourself, I bet there's a reason why they didn't make it. I hope they're okay. I bet there's a good explanation. They're a person that's good for their word. That's having empathy. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they got in an accident. Maybe somebody else that they love is sick or got in, you never know what the circumstances are. I'll give you an example. A couple years back, I was away for the weekend with some buddies playing golf down in Monterey. It was a beautiful weekend. And we got there, and our fourth person that was supposed to be there did not show up. And he did not call. And the three of us were sort of like talking like, well, he's kind of flaky and this, that, and the other thing. And I wish in retrospect that I had more empathy. That was when I learned my lesson, because it turned out that something had happened where he was visiting his children. He was separated, and his now ex-wife called the police on him, saying that he couldn't see his children. And so they actually arrested him, and he was in jail when he was supposed to be out golfing with us. And he said, when you're in jail, you're allowed one phone call. You think maybe it's a higher priority to call his lawyer than it is to call his buddies on the golf course? So once we found out what happened, when the next day he was out of jail and he was able to call and say he was sorry, and boy, it just made me realize that I should have had more empathy, that the three of us could have had more empathy for him in that situation. So ask yourselves, what situations have you been in the past when you immediately jumped to conclusions about people, that you immediately decided for them what was going on, judging them? We all tend to judge people who are different than us. We tend to judge people who are, not doing what they say they should do. Let's talk about people who are different than us for a moment. Let's say that there's a fear of ethnicity differences, and that's very common. Well, just because their skin's a different color doesn't mean that they're a bad person. We can let fear control us, or we can have empathy. Maybe meeting that person is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened in your life, because maybe they'll unlock a new opportunity for you. You never know. So try to use this adding value strategy as you interact with others, of having empathy for others. Take your eyes off yourself and have empathy for others, and you will add value.